Nick's inconsistency the first couple games, been a result of him just trying to get comfortable, not just with the offense, but with the team. I mean, with players just kind of getting to know each other, like you said, spring he wasn't here before. So how much of that part of it, the relationship part of it, been an issue?
Really, his teammates have a lot of respect for him. He's kind of a quiet guy. He doesn't say much, but he comes to practice. He practices hard every day. He's got a great attitude. He's very coachable, and his teammates respect that. So he's earned their respect and really trust in a short period of time.
Gus, this is a week that you'd like to see Jonathan Wallace have an opportunity to play a little bit more than he has.
Yeah, that'd be good, and some other guys too would be good. That's best case scenario.
Coach, I was told that this is the 100th homecoming game for Auburn. What does that mean to you, and does that make this one maybe a little bit more special?
Yeah, first of all, homecoming's special anyway, especially here at Auburn. And if it is the 100th, that's even better. I know our players are excited to be back home, and the fact that it's a homecoming game.
Guess how did Brandon Fultz and the other guys who replaced Jalen, how did they grade out in the first game?
They did a solid job. Brandon played a lot more snaps than he has before. Kyle Frazier also was helping with that role. Played a few snaps at wide receiver, but I thought they did an overall solid job.
What did you see out of Kyle Frazier, wide receiver, this week?
He'll do the same thing. He'll play some wide receiver, and especially now that we lost Jalen, he's a guy that understands the offense. He's a smart guy. He's similar to Cody. I mean, he played quarterback in this offense. Cody picked it up very quick in the same type of role.
Is that kind of why you made the switch, bringing him back from safety to wide out, or was that?
There was some factors. That was one of them.
How much was there knowing the scheme and blocking, Brandon especially out wide? How much is that factoring in your decision to make them receivers like Vincent?
Yeah, I mean, you look at us. I mean, we've always needed receivers to be able to block effectively on the perimeter, and that's a big thing of what we do. And so that's a big part of it.
I know CJ hadn't played a whole lot lately. Is he just trying to get back to full speed?
Yeah, he's just trying to get back to full speed. He was banged up last week, and I think he played one play, and he was about half speed. And so we just said, let's give him some rest, and we'll need him. We'll need him 100%, and he'll be there. He'll be there pretty quick.
How's Gabe Wright doing? We talk about all the youngsters up on the defensive front, but how's he doing this year?
I really feel like Gabe had his best game of the season. I don't think it was close. He's doing what Coach Garner asked, doing a good job with the run fits up front, and did a good job in the pressure, when they were passing up front too. So had his best overall game.
Is it almost easier for the youngsters to kind of make a strong push, compared to the seniors and juniors, just because they're used to maybe doing it another way and then they have to kind of adjust to it?
I don't think so. I mean, we went through spring with these guys, and now they all should really be in the same boat as far as that goes.
Gus, Rodney had spoken in the offseason about Gabe in particular. He wanted to, in his words, change his collar from a white collar guy to a blue collar guy, just to be a different kind of mindset and mentality. Have you seen that difference, and do you think having Del McGee involved has in any way changed how Gabe has been the last 6 months or so?
I think last week, definitely you saw a lot more blue collar. I would say that was the biggest difference in the last week.
Gus, what about Casanova? What's the prognosis on him? Have you heard?
We've got some good news for him. He'll be out there practicing today, and that was a scary deal, and it looks like it's going to turn out good.
Was it Stinger or sprained neck?
I believe so.
Stinger. In a situation like that, obviously you take every precaution, but to see him come back, and then did that help lift the team? Seem like
I think so. I know it encouraged me. When you got one of your players carted off, that's one of the worst feelings you can have as a coach. And then I looked up, saw him back there on the sideline standing up, and with a smile on his face, and that gave me a lift. I'm sure it gave the rest of our coaches and players a lift too, because we had some players who were very concerned too. It's tough on players when they see one of their teammates get carted off. A lot of times that affects teams in a lot of different ways.
Gus, it's been a while since we've seen a pass rush like you had against Bo Wallace Saturday night. You mentioned the sacks do a lot in terms of energizing the crowd.
Yeah.
What does that do for the entire team?
Yeah, you know, that was a big lift. They're good offense, good quarterback with scary receivers, and, you know, even when they didn't sack him, they put some pressure on him, made him throw the ball away a lot of times. And we've been talking about, you know, really focusing on being able to put pressure on the quarterback. And we also focused on our run fits, and those are the two areas that we improved the most in last game. And so I thought that's why it was very encouraging.
Because Jonathan Ford was the guy who moved to the defense when Jonathan Jones went down, other injuries took place. Is there any thought process to moving him back to offense?
Not right now. What we said, we're gonna move him over there this season, and we'll talk after the season where he's at, but he's making progress. He's got a great attitude, he's a very good athlete, and we think he's gonna be an outstanding player.
On Jeremy Johnson, probably still in redshirt mode, or is he gonna?
Well, we hadn't played him yet. I mean, obviously, I know it's getting to a point now where you know, you gotta do what's best for him and what's best for your team, and, but he's still getting a lot of reps in practice, and, you know, he's improving.